and welcome to Makeups. So for today's video, we are once again doing another zodiac sign with a horoscope, and today's victim is Aquarius because I wanted to do Aquarius. We are making sure that Aquarius's makeups and headpieces, stellar, just incredible in every shape, way and form, just exactly like you all are. So today you are not only getting a beautiful makeups and headpiece to go with the zodiac, but also Pilaf has been charting the stars. She's been getting into the mathematics and vectors and physics and chemistries and all of the sciences, as well as the mathematics, charting everything to make sure that she can give you a factual, accurate, will happen to every single Aquarius horoscope. I know it is incredible. Pilaf has been putting in so much work, so much effort into every single one of these looks, but not just the looks, also the horoscopes. I've been knuckling down with these videos to such an incredible extent. So for today's look, I'm actually drawing a lot of inspiration from these stunning photos, from these beautiful creators, because is that makeups not stunning? Also, I feel with Aquarius, with the floaty kind of things, she's going to pop off. So for the moment, I am just putting a base amount, a good blended amount of scene stick all over my eyes. I'm trying to put on enough scene stick that I cover my scene, and so that the makeup pops from my eyes, because I want the colors to be nice, vibrant, but also not so much that you can really see like the difference between my actual skin and the makeups. Yes, and once again for this video, I get to use the Zodiac palette that my bestest Babycakes Joe sent me. So for today, we are going to be, hello. We're going to be using the Aquarius shades, this top row right here. So we got 1 glitter, 2 shimmers, and 5 mattes. So, this is going to be so much fun! So for the eye chokes, I'm going to start with Aquarius 3, then go with Aquarius 1, and then Aquarius 4, just to really get some base, and then some depth in my cavities. Not my teeth ones, like my eye ones. The crevices, the little like chasms that are in my eyes that give them its shape. So I'm just going to get some of Aquarius 3, that light color, on a big fluffy Duffy brush, and I'm just going to start putting that all over my lid, but really blending it out the sides, because as I said, I want a good pop of color, but I don't really want it to be like, that is where the makeup starts and that is where the skin starts. If you catch my drift, which if you are Aquarius, I know that you will, because you are the water bearer. Ooh. Which I had no idea what that meant until I started doing all of this research, but she's kind of cool, I'm not going to lie. Because according to horoscope.com.au and Wikipedia, you are an original kind of person, an independent kind of person, a progressive kind of person, but also you run away from emotions apparently, but like also, as a Sagittarius, I vibe that. The brilliant Aquarius number 3 is now on my eyes, which means that we get to start adding some more colors. So I'm just going to go in with Aquarius number 1, so it is a bit darker, but like also not too dark. Remember, we are building slowly just to give a bit of depth to this look. So I'm just going to get the same brush because I am a messy little goddess. No one is surprised, and then I'm just going to put it in like the outer corner, and then I'm just going to start buffing it into my crease. Buffy the Vampire Slayer it into my crease. I've been getting quite a lot of questions, being something along the lines of, what advice would you give to someone who's just starting out makeups? Like, how did you start makeups? All those kinds of questions, yes? And Pilaf is here to give you all of the answers you need. The number 1 tip that I can give to you, my wise words of wisdom, is that if you are starting makeups, if you are trying to better your makeups, if you're trying to do all these things, 1, perfect practice makes perfect. That kind of thing, yes? Everyone always says that, but you could have the most stellar palettes out there. You could spend all of your money on Mr. Star's makeup. You could spend all of your money on Colourpop, Kylie Cosmetics, Juvia's Palace, all those kinds of places, yes? All of those like good, high quality, like everyone knows that they work excellently kind of makeups. But it does not matter if you have the worst brushes in the world. Seriously, if you have some scratchy, itchy brushes to apply your makeups, it is always going to look that little bit when you want it to look like, ooh! So the best thing you can do is really invest in a good set of brushes. Start small if you want, just buy a few little ones and then start building up your collection. A few years ago, I bought like 20, like a little like packet of 20 brushes, and then I have slowly added to my collection until I have these cute little mugs. The better brushes you get, the better the makeup looks. And I've said this before, you could be a carpenter, yes? Get the best, biggest like slab of mahogany wood that just looks oh so perfect! Just all the amount of things you could create. The world is your oyster with that slab of wood, yes? But if you have some rusty nails and a broken hammer, what are you going to make? trash. You will see improvement so fast, you will blow yourself away. Seriously, just invest in some good brushes. Now that the top part of our lid is looking beautifully blended, we are just going to get our smudge brush and we are going to do our lower lash line. So I'm just going to get the darkest color, being Aquarius number 4, and I'm just going to pack her on the lashes. And then we will just buffety that one out after. We don't want it to be like too severe though. We don't like want to buff down here. We want it to like just kind of cover up our bags a bit. Because I have not been sleeping. Ha 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 ha. I have no idea why though. So with the petite crease brush, I'm just going to get Aquarius number 1, our mid shade. And I'm just going to try and buff out our dark shade. And just try and blend her into the little like kind of situation I have over there. In my vigorous amounts of research though, I did find something a little bit weird about the Aquarius sign, and this may sound a little bit stupid to some people, but to peel off I was like, that does not make sense. When it comes to all of the star signs, they kind of fall into a different category. Water, earth, fire, air, these were the benders. Okay, I don't really remember the quote from Avatar. Sue me, but either way, like they fall into like the element kind of categories, yes? So Aquarius being the water bender, I was like, oh, well, she's just going to be a water sign. No, apparently not. She's an air sign, which, like, what? Like, water bearer. She's not the air bearer. That just sounds like someone has had a little bit too much Taco Bell. But like, you know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It just, whoever came up with this part of the horoscopes, like, stupid. Just the peel off does not approve. But what I do approve of is getting some Aquarius number 3 and just buffing it out a teeny bit more. That way, like, all of the shades really kind of blend together. Today, because I want this to be soft and ethereal and all those kinds of words. No cut crease. I know. I'm sorry. Forgiveness, I beg. And no wing. I'm sorry. I know. Bad peel off. But it is okay, because even though we aren't doing a cut crease, I'm still going to be adding shimmer. So do not fret too much, because I'm going to put Aquarius 6, this one, on the like inner corner, and then like I'm going to buff it out with some Aquarius 7. That way it is just a smooth kind of like, oh, she's got a touch of shimmer. Yes, I love that. A little bit saucy, a little bit juicy. Oh, she's cute. Oh. Cut creases are for when you're just like, oh, subtlety? Who's that? Not cut creases are for like, oh, touch of shimmer. Yes. Snap, snap. Eye chalks are now looking oh so stunning. So it is time to just give a touch of highlight, a light highlight. A light highlight. Oh, peel off should be a rapper. Little peel off. Does that not have such a spicy ring to it? So I'm just going to put a touch of highlight in my inner corner, just to really give it a bit of a whoop kind of moment. Even though I already have big bug eyes, I want to make them bigger. I want people to be like, oh, she a Brad Stoll, and me be like, oh, honey, they fashioned the Brad Stolls off me. I'm just that stunning. And then usually this is one of my last steps, but for the moment I'm just going to go in with my brows. So all I do with my brows is I fill them in with whatever product I choose for the day. Sometimes I have like a gel pot, but that is a bit MIA at the moment. If anyone sees her, please return her back to me, because I really like my gel pot. I don't know where she is. Give it that good spike. That good fluffy duffy. Is there anything better in the world than a good fluffy duffy brow? I love it so much. Oh, left hand. No. Now that this is all on, I'm just going to move on to my eye feathers. One of my favorite things about makeup. So I'm just going to get my guillotine, give my lashes a cute little lift, because even though I have an incredible eye shape when it comes to colors and just being able to play, just so much room for activities. My lashes, on the other hand, are sad, droopy lashes. And then for eye feathers, I'm just going to be using some Kiss Pompadour lashes. And I finally figured out what a pompadour is. It is that hairstyle where it is like, I always thought it was called a quiff. Quiff? For eye feathers, I just get them in between my pinchy boys that are naturally flamingo, and then I just get some white glue so that when it gets a bit tacky, it gets a cute blue hue to it. So at that point, I know like, oh, it is good to onto my eyelids. So now we just have to have patience. That is enough patience. Okay, so I'm just going to it onto like my skin just above the lashes, but like not like too far apart from the lashes. That way they can really blend together. So I'm just going to pop them on. I kind of like, I always try and give instructions, but like I just literally just and then like pinch them together to blend. I guess the only instruction I can give is that I kind of go at an up angle, and also I always start in the middle. Right eye is now looking fluttery and stunning, so it is just time to get the left eye to join up and join the part. So just the same system, pinch, that kind of thing, right? That was a big wad of saliva. Feathers are now all on, and oh, the eye look, she is so good. She is just vibrant but soft, blended. Yeah. Now we get to go on to like the real like extravagance. So because I want to keep the headpiece as much of a surprise as possible, so I want to like leave it almost to like the end, like to the end as possible, but it is like really a part of the makeup's look rather than just like a little add-on at the end. Because of this, off camera, I have traced out where it is going to sit on my forehead. That way I can start to map out where I want the swirlies to go. Ooh! So I have my cream shader brush, my scent stick, and then... Ooh. Where did that even go? Here's scent stick. Ow! My head! I hit head on table. Whoa. Old peel off is definitely awake now. Sorry, I forgot where I was in all of the concussion. So I have my cream shader brush, my scent stick, and then also I have a concealer buffer. That way I can really buff out all of the shapes. Kind of like a cut crease, except all over the face. In the picture, she has one just underneath the mouth, so I really want to do that. Also, I can cover up the little eruption boy that I had. See? Planning ahead. Already, I am so excited. And all I did was cover my chin. Oh, this is going to be so exciting. Okay, so next one, I want to put it on my forehead. So we are just going to... I just want to put it there. That was a good like, whoop! Did everyone else see that? Like, I know I've recorded it and I will edit it in, but at the same time, like, oh, that was smooth. And I hardly needed to blend. Yes! Our scent stick waves are now on and we are starting to look so cute, so stunning. I need to point out my blending. Is she not perfect? As I said, I want to take some inspiration from this, but I still want to spice her up a bit, yes? So because of that, I'm just going to go on with some of the Aquarius colors. That way, like, the blue is just consistent throughout everything, because what? Aquarius is the water bearer. Aquarius number 1. I'm going to get Aquarius number 1 on the smoky shader brush, and I'm just going to start really putting her on, really packing her on, and just starting to buff her out with Aquarius number 3. And then any lines I screw up with attaching some makeups to it, because there's no makeups underneath, and just get a Q-tip. Fix her on up. But I know what you all have been waiting for. You all have been sitting here being like, peel off, look, we are not going to lie. Your face, stunning. Your skills, incredible. Just you as a whole, immaculate. Cannot be beaten, cannot be compared to. You are just a whole entire entity that no one can ever really sum up in words. I know that you're all sitting on the edge of your seats, tearing up the fabric of the seats because you're waiting in anticipation for what the Aquarius horoscope is going to be. Look, she is not the most intense horoscope. I'm not going to lie. She is not the most, oh my gosh, this is so like crazy or anything like that, but she is incredibly inconvenient. Literally, if I was an Aquarius right now, I would be annoyed. I would be peeved. I would be so frustrated. If you're an Aquarius, this week, you are going to get some new clothes. I know, at the moment, she seems cool. You're going to get some new clothes. They are going to fit you perfectly. You're going to look in the mirror and be like, oh, stunning! This is my final form. I look immaculate. I look incredible. Oh my gosh, Peel Off would be so proud. But as soon as you bring them home and go to try them on so that you can go out into the world and show them how stunning you are, every single piece of clothing, even shoes, even socks, even earrings, everything that you have bought that fits you like an absolute glove, without washing it, is going to shrink a size. I'm so glad I'm not an Aquarius, because finding clothes that fits you is hard. This is going to be a rant and a half, so like brace yourself, because Peel Off, I like how I look. Don't get me wrong, I'm very happy with how I look. Like, I'm just happy. There is nothing more to say about that. But so my waist in Australian sizes is like a size 10, size 8, depending on what store you go to. My thighs, on the other hand, depending on the store, I could range anywhere from a size 12 to a size 16. Skinny jeans, ooh, she is a tight fit. She is a tight fit. And there is some like clenching in areas that you don't really want clenched, if you catch my drift. But if you get those mother kind of jean things, or like boyfriend kind of jean things, the legs are like kind of baggy, yes? But because they are so baggy, You have to like bunch them up at the top so that they fit the waist and they don't just fall down. So that means that I get bunching in areas that you don't want, yes? So it's either like clenching or bunching and there's no in between. And then I find a perfect pair of pants that actually fits me and I'm like, oh, what is happening? Reality is broken. What is happening? There is a glitch in the matrix. All the pants that seem to be in my size, yes, are all like those ripped kind of jeans, the ones with the cute little like fashionable rippies in them, which yes, fashion choice. I don't mind the ripped jeans, don't get me wrong, but the issue with that is the rips are just at the wrong angle for peel off, because I will try and do like a little bend down to pick something up, or like a squatty or something like that, like something is on ground so you have to pick it up. So of course you bend your legs to pick it up. No one is bending like a pole to pick I'm not one of those duck things, right? I'm a human being, my legs bend, yes? So I bend to pick it up and then all you hear at the kneecap is oh, peel off. Why can everyone see your underwear? Oh, because this company put the tear at the wrong spot. And it went literally, I will find a pair of pants. You ready? I was in the shops. I was shopping. I dropped something. I think it was my phone. I dropped something. And in public, this is no word of a lie. Look at that. Lower shin to almost my crotch. This hole down here just went and then this hole down here also joined with this hole up here and it went Where are you from? Just jeans, what are you doing? Stop putting stupid fashionable holes in places that makes peel off tear when she has to pick something up. So, in summary, peel off hates buying clothes because pants are my favorite item of clothing apart from hoodies, and buying them is the devil. Aquarius, I beg for your safety and just stability and just patience, because you are a braver person than I. The blue is now on and she's starting to look so cute, and I did clean her up with a Q-tip just a little bit because some of the brushes did kind of smudgy the other stuff, but either way, this is starting to look so cute. Who knew that I needed blue waves all over my face to feel so stunning? Yes! I'm just going to do a touch of highlight, yes, and I would usually do some contour, but this is kind of contour. Just going to get this fluffy brush and I'm just going to put her on my cheekbone over here, not heaps, just enough, and hope that she sticks, even though I do not have that much scent stick over there. And then on my nose I'm just doing a doot-doot, but not up the top on the bridge, because at the end of the day that has some blue on it and I don't want to ruin that. And then for the lips I just do a dark face. Now that the highlight is on, I'm going to put on my lipstick. So I'm just using the Skin on Skin lipstick from Model Rock Cosmetics, sent to me by the beautiful Monique. Thank you so much. So just put on the lipstick. That is all I can really say, is just put on lipstick. That color is perfect! Yes! Okay, so now that the lips are done, it is time to go on with the gemstones. So I have this cute little cup of gemstones that used to be like clear silver kind of situation, but then I got some nail polish and I painted over the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get just one of the bigger ones. Where's one of the big chunky boys? Okay, so for the gems, I'm just going to get them between my pinchy boys. Hold them very gently and get some liquid latex and then just whoop. Because this one comes with a brush. She's had better days. She's a little bit on the grosser side now. I may have to throw her out after this tutorial. There. Boom! And then I'm just going to keep trailing it. I just realized how time consuming this is going to be. That is okay, because the time consuming looks are always the one that really take your breath away at the end of the day. I almost forgot one very important step. As I said, I want to keep the headpiece as a reveal until the end. So what I need to do is I just need to get some white body paint and I just need to paint the little like Aquarius symbols, and I'm going to do it on my cheek. So I'm going to up, down. For all the other ones, I try and have something slightly symmetrical, but with Aquarius being the progressive, independent, original kind of zodiac, I feel as though just having one on its own, one a bit different from everyone else, is quite within character. Okay, symbol now on, so we can just keep going on with the jammies. We're going to be so gemstone sparkly and I am so excited. Now thinking about this, the thumbnails that I've been making, you've already seen the headpiece, so it is a bit redundant. Okay, so are you all ready for the reveal? The headpiece is on, the makeup is done, and voila! Oh my gosh! Pilaf cannot be too excited, otherwise the jimmies around my chin is going to fall off. But is this not immaculate? Is this not fantastic? I think I'm having an existential crisis because I look so good. Pilaf did so good. Oh my god. 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 I don't know how to cope right now because usually I'm very like jumpy, like everywhere kind of thing, but if I do that right now, like the headpiece is going to fall off, the jammies is going to fall off, and I'm going to cry. All I know is how to make sound effects because I'm so excited because this looks so good. I never knew that I had to look like this, but it looks so good and I'm so happy about it. I just want to do like the teeniest little jiggle and hope that like nothing falls off. Nothing falls off. Okay, but now that the headpiece is on, the makeup is looking perfect and it's complementing the headpiece and the Aquarius Zodiac, and because Pilaf's horoscope is accurate. Snap, snap. And because Pilaf is a legitimate beauty goddess on YouTube, there is only one thing left to do, and that is a sexy, a slow mouse. Boom. I did so good. I did so good. I did so good. I'm just so proud of myself. I just so many pats on back because Pilaf did so good. Oh, now that sexy slow-mos are done, all the makeup is on, the horoscope is factual. That is it for today's video. Once again, I have to say goodbye. And this is the worst part of all the videos. But that is okay because Pilaf will try and be optimistic. And I'm back tomorrow for another video. So, you know what? Even though at the moment I'm a little bit mopey sad, I will be happy again tomorrow. But before I do make my departure, I do need to tell you all, not just Aquarius, all of you, something incredibly important. No matter how your makeup looks, something natural, something nothing at all, touch of highlighter, a little bit of glossy, something very red carpet ready, very, ooh, Angelina Jolie is so jealous, something a little bit more artistic, something more cartoonish. No matter where you sit on the makeup spectrum, you need to know something. One, get some good brushes, but two, beauty is from the inside. You are beautiful from the inside out. And Pilaf, not only does she know how to map out the constellations and the planets and the stars and be able to decipher a horoscope for every single zodiac, but she also knows for a fact that you are stunning, magnificent, and perfect in every shape, way, and form. And you know what? My life is better for it. My life is better for knowing every single one of you because you are the definition of perfection. You get the Oxford Dictionary, you look up the word perfection, and it sees all of your faces. That is why the dictionary is so thick. There is just like a huge amount of pages with every single one of your photos in it. It is a good read though, because you get to look at all the beautiful faces. But Pilaf is also aware that out there in the world, there are some people who do not read the dictionary. I know, wild concept, it is a little bit crazy, but those people are missing out on the definition of perfection. So you know what you have to do? Go out there into the world, spiritually, metaphorically at the moment, but go out there nonetheless and show them the definition of perfection and give their lives meaning. And while you are out there, do not forget what your mother always say. If you can't say something nice, say something cruel.